had been muted this whole time. Wow. And I'm sure people were telling me, but I don't have that close of a view. Okay, so let me restart. Jeff, we're going to be talking about the different communication devices that we have, that I have displayed here that we've talked about in the past. Right here, you have a scrying mirror. In this case, it's a clear plate, spray painted black on the back side of it, so that you can, in a sense, like zone out, staring into it, and see if you can start seeing things in a sense. If you're tapped into that field. Here, as I already showed you, and I'm going to show you again because you have audio now. K2 meter. It's a lantern form, so you can see it anywhere within the given room. So you don't have to be sitting right there in your hand, like the K2 meter up on the front table there, just in front of the REM pod, close to that stuffed ghost. I'm going to power this down though, because that's the only way to turn it on. I don't want to drain the battery. We also have the SB11 Spirit Box. I mean, there's other ones too. We've used this thing on our phone every once in a while as well. This is the SB11, like I just said. You can sweep forward, backwards, AM, FM, dually, at the same time, and change the sweep rate. So you can go fast, you can go slow, you can do fast and slow on different channels, etc. We also have the LED twist-on candle right there, which you can use as a yes or no only, basically communication device. Same with the K2 meter, like either of them, though you can get a little bit fancier, and you can use the different colors to your advantage. We've got the cute teddy bear right there. It's called the Boo Bear, and that's interactive device, mostly for kids, but I mean, you can get interaction no matter what, honestly, because it's adorable. I would interact with it if I was a ghost. And it's fluffy too. Sorry, on point. The device there with the red top and the antenna, that's the REM pod, which is also a device that you can interact with. Getting close to the antenna, it uses the EMF field. And you can have it set for different sensitivities, so they either have to be really close, or you can have it far away, so instead of having to be like this, you can have it so it's set, say, like the farthest might be like right here, and so all they have to do is come within that space, and you'll get some interaction there. And I don't think you can really see them all that well, but up on the table as well, I have my copper dowsing rods, which are yes and no only. Basically, you can throw in like a maybe as well. But the key point that brings us with this video today are the Ouija boards. And the question that we're posing, and we want a lot of interaction from you guys, is why are these frowned upon? Why are people more scared of these to use connecting to the spirit world than when using like a K2 meter, like the REM pod, the twist-on candle, the spirit box, stuff like that. That's the question that we're posing, because it's always been at events. There's always been, oh, I won't touch that, but they'll go ahead and they'll want to like use, they're like, oh, I love using the spirit box though, but I'm not going to touch the Ouija board, which to me doesn't make any sense, because it is a form of communication nonetheless, right? So it can't be any different. Like this, it's gotten the bad rap over the years because it's a Ouija board. Yet you can go into any store and you can buy it, and it is for ages 8 and up, and it's a toy. Yet it's a form of communication. I mean, it's very similar to all this other stuff, except people seem to think that this is bad, and I want to know. I don't say I want to know, but I'm curious to hear more explanations as to why. Like, why? How is this different than anything else that I've pointed out to you on this table? To me, there's not a difference. It's It's just a way of communicating. And one that I don't actually have, um, um, sorry, I blanked there for a moment. One that I don't actually have that I did experience and have actually gone to do these quite a bit are the table tipping stuff. If you haven't watched either of the two videos, I'm going to mute me again, but on purpose, and I'm going to play a short video that I took off of that project, just so you are kind of aware of what it is. So give me just one hot second. All right, keyboard, any day now. Wow. Yes, I know. I'm just seeing your messages. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was muted. My bad. I hope you're still here. Um, all right, keyboard. It was just working. You know, technology's not with me today, and I don't know why. Well, I guess I'm not playing it because it's being really dumb right now. I'm going to try to turn my keyboard off and then turn it back on. So give me 1 minute. If you're not familiar with table tipping, basically you use a table to communicate, and just like dowsing rods or like a candle, you know, K2 meter in a sense. You can only really do yes or no questions. I mean, you can go through the alphabet and have, you know, the table, you know, tap 1 for yes, 2 for no, or you can go 2 for yes, 1 for no, you know, whatever you want. You can go through the alphabet and you know, have it tap on the letter, but then you're going through 26 letters as well, and you have to write down or remember what the letters were, and then, you know, they're scrambled, so of course you got to try and make a word with it. So it's all kind of confusing on that part, but the yes or no part is actually really interesting. I was a skeptic for sure when I was invited to try it out. But let me see if my keyboard is now working, and I will play that video really quick. It's not working at all, and I don't know why. Cause yeah, that's annoying. And I don't know why my keyboard is not working. It's very irritating me right now. Let me try this and see if I can play the video. Nope. It's being a little bitch. Alright, cool. Well, I guess I'm not playing that video, and I don't know if I was unmuted or not. I thought I saw that I was, but maybe I wasn't. Anyways, devices. Why is the Ouija board bad? Considering I know it doesn't like me. Like, I hate myself right now. Like, I had this all prepped and ready to go, and the keyboard is just messing with me right now, and it's really pissing me off. Ouija board, why is that bad? Why is that one more looked down upon than, let's say, the spirit box or the K2 meter that I've demonstrated twice? Though I don't know if you've heard me. Like, I have never really used a scrying mirror in a sense, so I don't really know too much about that. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't. I've never experienced it. All right, or you've got the twist on candle. You know, you find that sweet spot, which I have it, but because I'm going to be bumping my desk, I can't really necessarily use that to be like, oh, hey, we got something with us. We got the REM pod, using the EMF field. We've got the dowsing rods. We got the Boo Bear, which is an interaction, kind of like the REM pod itself, but it's cute, adorable, and blah, blah, blah. All right, that was a quick recap. It was really fast. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. I can't see. I just tapped the desk. That was me. So, yeah, we can't really judge that this time. But if I didn't tap it, I'll let you know. It's the best I can do. What's up, Ethan? How's it going? Sorry, I'm flustered at the moment because my wireless keyboard, which was working perfectly like 5 minutes before I really started, and now it's not doing shit, and I'm pissed. All right. Anyways, so I'm loaning it today. Anna is on. She's another part of the team. She couldn't be here today. Work stuff in the morning. Damn adult lives. I tell you what, they ruin everything. But she's on. She's gonna hopefully be able to participate. On and off. Because I know she's doing some stuff because of work tomorrow. So no hard feelings. But yes, I do agree with her. It's a long history on the Ouija board. I don't want to go through all of that because I feel like that's just going to eat up too much of the time. Though, I mean, we do have like an hour and 45 minutes left. But I could. I don't know. But yeah. So anyway, she's gonna chime in from time to time. I know. I'm not gonna ask her to like type in like histories of stuff because that's gonna take time. She may or may not be on her phone. I don't really know why. Oh, she's chiming in with a little bit of information. Look at that. I love it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Exorcist movie for sure. I can see why I got the bad rap from that, but it was just a movie. I mean, but yeah, the movie kills everything in real life, right? You take one little simple thing and oh my god, it's horrible. Like, I mean, you could go with like Transformers and how like that one phone in the movie got turned into a robot. Like, oh my god, I can't use, that was me. I don't want to ever have a phone because it could mutate into a robot. Holy shit. Not real. Obviously, it was just a bad example. But movies ruin a lot of things. But yeah, so I don't know. Me personally, the Ouija board, I got another one here because I'm kind of blocking this one, I realize. Yeah, adulting does suck. Saying she agrees. I use them all the time. Well, I'm not gonna say all the time. I'm not like a Ouija board addict or anything like that, but I use them quite a bit when I'm out investigating and doing stuff. I use this one when I do events, and then I do try and cleanse it when I'm done to make sure like nothing comes back with me, and that's if anybody's wanted to use it. I do have a store-bought one, which I mentioned when I was going over this the first time and I was muted, but it brings up a point as to they're so bad, and I get it, they're not going to stop making something that draws a lot of attention from people, yet it's considered a toy and always has been, and for children ages 8 and up, I think what it is, 8, might be 10, I'm not sure, but I think is 8 the last time I looked, and I think that's what says on my box. Yeah, your messages are coming through. I'm seeing them, so unless like some are like randomly not, I couldn't tell you, but yeah, they're all coming through on my end. But lost my train of thought. But yeah, I use them. I mean, you're supposed to, you can use, 2 people or more. I think the most I've ever done was 3, and that was with Kim and Rebecca. We've done it like when we were at the haunted house. Mostly the haunted house, but I've done it, like I said, on events where I might have like a person or 2 do it, me being one, and then the other 2 being, whoever wants to try it out. And I won't look at it. Like, I'll put a hand on there, and if you've seen like a video or 2, you'll see that, I lightly am touching like the planchette. Like, I'm barely putting any force on it. And so when you start doing it, and it starts moving, like, I know it's not me. And if other people are on there, I tell them to lightly touch it as well. You don't want to put pressure on it or anything, but I'm like, I will tell you, I'll call you out and let you know if I know that maybe you've accidentally nudged it or bumped it or whatever, moved it. Sometimes it's involuntary. Like me, I have a natural like kind of a shake to me, and I get muscle spasms sometimes. So if I'm doing something and and we're doing it, and then it was like like my muscle spasm. They're like, oh, it moved. I'm like, no, that was me. So I always call out when I know it's me. Um, um, you know, just because that's what you got to do. Just like when you're doing like EVPs and stuff like that, you want to, announce any noise that you may have made. Like if randomly you were, I don't know, kneeling on the ground and you stand up, your knees crack, especially us old people. You'd be like, oh, that was my knees, or oh, that was a car passing by or something, just so that whoever's going back through it, doesn't mistake it for something else. Like, oh my God, that was an unexplained noise, or what was, like, what was that type of thing. Movies ruin everything. I like it. I like it. It can open portals, possess people. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. The whole portal thing, possessing people. Um, been many cases of odd things happening, like she had typed. Yeah, I agree with that. But I also, I mean, you can do that with anything. I mean, there was the pendulum thing that you had done here in my basement, and accidentally had opened something down here in my basement. Not mad at you or anything, obviously. I think that was me on that one. I don't know. Like, I was rubbing my hand against like the edge. I don't know if that was me or not. And take my feet off right now. But yeah, I mean, the pendulum kind of similar-ish to like dowsing rods. So dowsing rods could ultimately do that. Because anytime you're doing anything, you're asking for a spirit, an entity or whatever's around you. You're asking because you don't know what it is necessarily or who it is, to come and talk to you. So technically you're opening a line of communication either way. Now I do know portals are real, clearly, because I'd had one back here, and there was a whole lot of activity going on, in a sense, in my house, especially like you see in some of the security camera footage that I've posted on YouTube. There's just a whole bunch of things, like shooting through the floor, and it's not dust because they're going every which way, and I was sleeping, and I'm the only one that lives in my house, and I don't have like pets or anything that run around at night. I have my turtle Bert, but he is in his tank all the time, and until I can let him run around, which he loves, by the way. He's upstairs right now. He's probably like, I wanted to be on the show, but I didn't have any way of doing it without him trying to feel like he needs to run around at all. Sidetracked again. And the whole possessing thing, I don't know, like I've witnessed it like once, twice-ish. But again, I mean, I guess you have to know the person. Like I've talked to somebody, it's been a couple of years now, where a daughter was supposedly, being possessed and stuff, and I kind of, at times I was like, okay, because they were showing me videos and stuff like that, like, okay, but then at other times I was just like, what they were saying, like, okay, like, I kind of half wanted to think, like, is she looking for attention in a sense? Because, like she had been around people that had been playing with the Ouija board, but she didn't have any interaction with it, and she wasn't like within like a certain amount of certain amount of distance from it. It was not like she was like really close. So, in that bad rep of things that's happening, maybe she wanted some attention. Like, I don't know. It was up in the air. And after a while, like the mom kind of just was like, I'm gonna go, and went the whole church route and this and that, and then she's like, well, because of the what I got information from the church and stuff, like I gotta break contact with you, and this and that, and I was like, all right, that's fine. And supposedly after, I don't know, like 6 or 7 months, like she just messaged me and was like, oh, everything's fine, it's back to normal, because they were even getting ready to move, but they had to step up the move because all this stuff was happening. So, anyways, I don't know if it was real or not. You know, I wasn't there to like really witness it. I would see videos, but I mean, the kid could have been playing it up for attention or something too. So who knows? Who knows on that one? But yeah, I mean, there are things that are happening that can happen with those, but they can happen with anything. Honestly, like, you know, you can get communication. Like the Ouija board doesn't always pan out. Like half the time I use it and I have some dickhole that decides to, you know, they'll go yes or no, and then when you ask them to like answer something and spell it out, then it's just like constant like letters all over the place. It doesn't mean anything. You know, it could go and it'll almost spell something and be like, you know, N-A, you know, like G, but then it's like V-W, F-R-S, like 1, 3, you know, C. It just, it like after a moment is like, oh, you're just fucking with us, right? And then it just shoots the yes. I'm like, cool. How about you go away? That's interesting. That I didn't know. If you're looking at the chat, Anna has pointed out that Ouija is Egyptian and it means good luck. Well, somewhere that translation got lost, didn't it? Maybe when they, you know, created the board, they were like, we're gonna make a board and it's gonna give you all the luck in the world when you're talking to spirits, and then The Exorcist happened, or then something else happened, you know, and people were just blaming it on that, and they're like, well, it's known, so let's keep making it. But you know, it's all good nonetheless. I keep bumping it. That's me. I don't. Yeah, like any little gesture on the table I'm doing, so I'm just gonna turn it off. Well, you know, I'll just turn it all the way on, just for some ambiance. Like, how's that? No! All the way on. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at. There we go. All the way on. Now it just does its little awesome flickering that it's supposed to do anyways. Okay, anyways. But yeah, so like I get different sides. Like I can understand some things or another, but it baffles me as to why. Hell no. You know, and yes, let's use the adorable bear, or hell no, but let's use the spirit box. Like I'm hoping for, you know, some chime in here, you know, with anybody who's got an opinion. Like my friend, one of my good friends, like his mom, nothing to do with the Ouija board, nothing at all, and like she won't, like she'll flip. So and I really hope she's not watching. I don't think she is. But little does she know, when I've gone over there a few times, the store-bought one that I have before I got my fancy custom-made one is always in my car. I mean, it's still technically always in my car. Not at the moment, though. So there's always one, you know, within like 15 feet of our house. And we don't talk about that, though. Not when I'm there. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about it at all. Like nothing like that. Because yeah, like that's how like serious she is about, you know, how horrible Ouija boards are. So I mean, yeah, let's open it up for any comments that, you know, people want to. There's no dumb questions. No dumb answers. I'm curious, you know, let's do a back and forth. Let's you know, let's make conversation. Let's create a dialogue in a sense. Like, you know, whatever. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I'm soloing it today. Usually I'm okay, but I ramble a lot when I solo. So anybody chiming in, that would be great. I will give you a great shout out if you message though and be like, hey, it's John, you know, I'm like, hey John, what's up? I mean, I don't think there's a John on right now, but it was just a name that popped up. And if you're one of the lucky few, well, actually my keyboard's not working, so I can't even give you this special graphic that I created. for those specific people, because it's a piece of shit. All right, I want to try and see if that video will play really quick. Give me a second.
Table
Oh,
tipping,
there we go. It
also
worked.
known as table tapping or table tilting, is a way of communicating with spirits. Participants sit around a table, placing their hands on top with minimal pressure. Then, like a Ouija board, you ask questions. There are different forms of getting answers. Primarily, you could just ask yes or no questions by setting up parameters like 1 tap for yes and 2 taps for no. If you want more than just that, you start to list off letters of the alphabet and having the spirit tap on that letter, giving you more direct answers with the words that can be spelled out.
Okay, now you don't want to... Man, I'm not going to get it to go down now. Oh, I hate my life. Alright, well, let me stand up since you guys aren't seeing me right now, but you're going to see me gone. One hot second. Hey, huzzah, it's gone. Yay. Alright, anyways. That was stupid, but I got the video to play. So, who enjoyed that? That was me. My voiceover, talking. And that I will honestly say, like, I'd never heard of it before. Watch the video, you'll get a whole more of a rundown on it all, but I was super skeptical. I was looking for like feet and knees and whatever you could think of that would have this table plop up and down, like everything. I mean, it got me at the end. I was like, oh my god, like this seems like pretty legit, you know. And I've witnessed it quite a few more times after that, and it was really interesting. It was really interesting. I did have a message sent from one of our top fans that was stated that about the whole Ouija board thing, that it mostly went along the lines of like with everything else of what people say, but she'd attempted to use like dowsing rods, and she was a little skeptical on those, and not being there, I'd pose a couple of questions as to like how she was holding them, like stuff like that, because they are very specific, and I'll show you those right now. I do have a couple of videos on that as well, and I do have a shake, like I said, and some muscle spasms, so if anything happens unnaturally that I know I did, I'll let you know. But you start out with them like this. You gotta make sure your wrists are up and down. Look at the rods, make sure that they're as straight as possible. All right. Oh, my finger was bumping on that one. All right. So now we got it like this. If you can see it move a little bit, it's my natural shake, so don't mind me. And here, oh, that was me. I did that one when I jerked. So let me see if let's see if any of my buddies here at the house, though they're probably mad at me because I haven't really talked to them in a while using devices. Like I'll ramble on and stuff with them. But let's see if any of them, do you want to talk to me while we're live on TV for anything? Like, you don't even have to answer like specific questions, but are you mad at me? Whoever is holding these, are you mad at me? And X is for yes and V is for no. And I'm pretty sure I know where it's gonna go. But let's see here. You can go ahead and answer. I'm not gonna be heartbroken about it. You know how it is. V for no, X for yes. You can do a consensus of the house too if you want. Like, are you guys mad at me? Are you indifferent? Okay, I mean, if you don't want to, that's fine. Just flip them back to my arms if you guys don't want to talk. But other than that, I'm just looking to see if you're mad at me or not. And I got my answer. I'm super sorry I've been an asshole lately. I really am. Oh, it's going back on its own. It's going back. So is this one. Sort of. This isn't what the whole live is about, but it's interesting now, right? So you guys can see it. Like you can watch my hands. Like clearly, I'm not moving anything or touching anything. It's really interesting stuff. So I'm gonna put these down. Okay, like, are we cool? I mean, for me putting them down, are we okay with that? I mean, I know you're probably gonna be mad at me. I'll make it up, I promise. All right, so yeah, see, we're cool. We're cool with me putting the rods down, I should say. But that's that. There's a slight demonstration, but I mean, anything that you can do, you can open up anything with. So, and then Anna has here, for any and disbelief, the table picking does work, and I've experienced it for myself. Yeah, so just like what I do with the dowsing rods, where I can feel the energy, I can see the energy crossing, among like the very ends of the dowsing rods and stuff like that. You can definitely feel that energy and stuff too with the table tipping stuff. If you're brave enough to do the Ouija board, I mean, kind of that way too. I mean, I'm indifferent, sort of, because it depends. Like anybody who has watched us before, or I've explained like in person or in a video, I don't really get that feeling, walking into the room. Oh my God, it feels heavy. I'm feeling a little dizzy as soon as I walk the threshold. It's just a room. Only through dowsing rods, really, because that's what I use a lot. They're one of my favorites. Are the only things where I can actually like feel the energy and like see it and stuff like that. It's actually really interesting. Yeah, and even like I don't really do pendulums all that much, but like a pendulum. Like, I mean, you can feel it in there too. Like the few times I've done it, I'm not really a pendulum person because I probably mostly because of my shake and my not frequent, but my random like muscle spasm I might have, and it could be anywhere. My leg, my hand, whatever. And there's always that light jerk, but because of the constant shaking I have, I mean, I just don't I don't know. I just don't trust it with myself because I couldn't tell you that if that was me or whatnot, unless like my hand jerks or something. Whereas the dowsing rods, I could tell you. But yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm rambling again. I do this when I don't have a person here to back and forth with me on. So please chime in. Ask questions. Give me your opinion. Whatever. I want to know what your thoughts are. Did you experience anything with any of the devices or with a Ouija board? Did you witness something? Say like your sideline, but your friend or cousin or girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whoever did like something like start to you saw a difference in them as they were using it, not someone like not afterwards, because I mean, I don't like sometimes I'd have to be there to really judge on that one. But like during it, like, are they acting weird? Are they not acting like themselves? And they're not putting on like a show or something like that. Like, I'm curious to know. So just chime in with stuff, chime in with questions. I mean, I can see a lot of you guys are viewing, and that's great. I love it. Thank you. But I can't go anywhere without a whole lot of like input in a sense, like Johnny Five, like input. I need input. Input. No, I didn't freeze. I was just holding it very still-ish. Not really. Well, the candle was flickering, so you knew it didn't freeze. I'm dumb. I am dumb. Um, yeah. I don't know. Like I've tried I think every type of communication device. At least as far as I know, to an extent. I mean, there are some stuff I haven't, but it's just like another like device. You've got the Ovilus and stuff. I mean, kind of like a spirit box, but not. Not a spirit box, but you're still using that EMF, field and whatnot like that. What's the red device? This device right here, that is the REM pod. So this is an interaction. I would turn it on, but it's very loud, and I don't have control with my keyboard anymore, apparently, because it's stupid. So I can't really control the volume on my program like I normally could. But you turn it on. It's got, I think what was it, like 5 different settings, so you can set like the distance in which you want interaction to happen. So like the first setting is like you have to be like right up in its space. Like you it doesn't have a bubble anymore. So like really close to touching it, and then like you can expand it out to a certain degree, and this way any type of disturbance, I guess, in a sense, is gonna trigger it and let you know that something's there. And this, like, you can't, like with a phone and like a K2 meter, you can't like, I mean, if the phone is in the space, it's gonna go off, but it's not like the phone or some type of device is gonna set it off. Like, it has to be in its zone, however far away or close to it you have it set. And then these lights light up based on the setting that you have. So if it's on the lowest setting, where you're in its bubble, basically, like you'll get like one light, and it just varies on like the amount within that zone, and then as it goes out more, like more of the lights light up easier and stuff like that. You got what? You got Did you say you got a Johnny Five at work? Is that what I'm reading correctly? I mean, there's a W, but I'm not really sure what that is. But that's awesome if you do, because I want a Johnny Five. So make that happen for me, Hannah. And what's up? How's it going? Thank you for joining. Yeah, any question about any of the devices, let me know. But if you're just tuning in, we are just talking about the main discussion is Ouija boards bad, why, and everything else is okay to use. Yeah, no problem. I have no problem, discussing some stuff too. And I went over it at the beginning of the video a few times because I didn't have volume, apparently, at least for one of the times. This thing right here, unlike a standard like K2 meter here, where you can hold it or set it on the ground, but you have to be close to see like the lights or something like that. It's a lantern, so you can be farther away, if like whatever it is being stubborn and it's like I don't want to get up in there to really use it. Like you can, I don't know, I don't probably have anything that's gonna set it off, but you can have it, sitting on something in a room and be farther away and you can see it, and or you can have it hanging up too as well. So say there's a lot of like something going on around the floor and it's just setting it off in itself, you can hang it up, all that other fun stuff. So, I mean, this is a cool device. I just got this recently. I haven't really played with it too much. I'm really excited to do so though. And, oh, all right. Hey, what's up, Andrew? I'm glad that you, you told me, because I wouldn't have known. But yeah, like anything is a way of communication. You're inviting, the spirit, the ghost, the entity, the asshole spirit, in towards you to talk. So why is the one bad? The only difference is that with this one, it's spelling things out, unless they're being a jerk. Otherwise, it's jumbled. But they're spelling things out and can do a yes or no question. Everything else is like verbal or blinking lights and stuff like that. EMF reader. Yes, I do. That would be this fun guy right here. And I have the lantern, which I was just kind of demonstrating a little bit. And I do have a digital one that does temperature and stuff as well. Like I can actually get the reading of the EMF spikes. So I'm not just going off of a color. I can go off of, like, oh, it was like 1.2 or, like 0.7, stuff like that. But that's fairly new too. I haven't really gone out to be able to use that just yet. I have played around with it, but I mean, that was more specifically, I got it because of the temperature reading, which I always wanted. I didn't really have anything to really do that with. Nothing that could make noise when it changes by like a degree or something. The EMF thing was just extra and awesome because I actually get a digital readout and not just going off of colors. Because on these ones, like they'll tell you per color, like if it's like 1.5, 2.5, 10, 20 plus, like, okay, cool, but what's the exact number? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, should I take you out for a ghost hunting trip? It'll cost you. What's it worth? But then, if you're underage, I'd have to have, like, probably parent with you or sign off, or probably with you, so it doesn't seem weird. You know what I mean? Like, I could do it, but, But, I mean, it could be interesting as long as you follow directions really well. I mean, really well. What's up? How's it going? Colin08. I wonder who that could be. I don't have any idea who that could be. I know who that is. Troublemaker. That's who that is. How much? Nah, dude. I wouldn't actually charge you. That's funny, though. I'm glad that you asked. That made me laugh. I needed that. Because, hiccups at the beginning. Well, I'm sure Anna would go, yes. I know she's usually down, as long as work's not in the way, which I don't have that issue at the moment, but, I do have the adulting life. She's more of the adulting life than I am right now, but, yeah, I never know. Trouble. Oh, well, what's up, man? How's it going? Fun summer, Excited to get back into school? I know you are. You just love it. You just love school so much. I understand. I was there before. No, I was not. I was not at all. But yeah, we got people. When is my next hunt? I don't know. I haven't actually done one in a while. Between, life, and falling behind on some videos and stuff like that. So I'm not sure. I know October there's something going on that I'm going to be helping, not sponsor, but helping with, doing like as of right now, it might be like an hour ghost hunt thing, at this old train depot place in, I believe it was Durand or something like that. I don't know if there's like what the cost is going to be or anything like that, but they were definitely, I'm definitely going to be helping them with that for the one night that they're going to be doing it in October. But other than that, I have nothing planned as of right now. I mean, I got stuff to work on, and I'm going to be starting up my fall seasonal job here shortly. No, not the substitute teaching, but another job. So that's going to eat up a lot of my time too. So I'm not sure if it's going to be when or if, but yeah. I mean, you can always keep up with me. Just message me on, message the channel on Facebook or something. Maybe we can work something out. Um, Sorry, I was reading messages. But yeah, message me because I'll probably forget. My memory not great. It's not great. Most of you guys should know that by now. Hence, you know, the name thing sometimes. Like I'm not great with names. It's so quiet down here. I don't have like anybody talking with me. The little humming you might hear is my dehumidifier. Like it's just very quiet. It's kind of somber-ish, but not really. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. But yeah, any questions? Comments, concerns, anything. I'll answer any kind of questions, or if it's about the Ouija board, or devices up here, or experiences. Yeah, I'm still gonna sub. Um, I'm gonna sub as often as I can. Whenever something pops through. From like September through October, it might not be nearly as much. Like I'll try. I'm gonna try and grab what I can, but since I'll be working the other job for those 2 months, and I'll be there full time, I might not have as many. Last year I had a few, but I didn't at the same time have as many as I thought because I was busy working like full time, and I was on autopilot as well. It wasn't very much fun. The few times I did do it, like I was just kind of like, it's dead in the water. All right. Are you still working the haunt? Yeah, I'm still working at the haunt this season, but I'm gonna be working at Spirit Halloween as well, just like I did last year. So I'll be on autopilot between any sub gigs, Spirit Halloween, and the haunt. Like I'll look drained all the time. You're gonna send me your classes so I can sub in those. Okay. Well, we'll see how well that works out. But if you must, you must. That's like the best I've ever heard. That's amazing. And Ouija boards. I guess it's your personal opinion in a sense whether you think they're bad or not. I don't think they're bad. I don't use them all the time. I use them when the situation might. I don't want to say call for it, but when it might be like one of those things. Like okay, let's try that out and see if we get anything because we were hit or miss on some of this other stuff. I think it gets a bad rap, but to me, it's just like using any other form of communication. Like the spirit box or the dowsing rods or the REM pod or anything. Like you're asking something to come and communicate with you. Whatever it is whatever it is. You could honestly be like, wow, like I don't. Sorry, like oh shit, like the dowsing rods, like they brought like pure evil into my life. Did they though? But honestly, like if that's what you think, you would give them up and you'd be like, stay away. If you had some, you'd probably be like, nope, I'm burying these, far away, blah blah blah. So it's kind of all on your personal opinion. I don't think they're bad. I think they get a bad rap. I think sometimes people play into it because of that bad rap. So you might be using it with somebody or seeing somebody doing it, and then all of a sudden, and maybe it's real, maybe it's not. Like I couldn't tell you unless I was like right there, and if I knew the person or not. It'd probably be better if I did a little bit, but maybe not. Also because if I met the person for the first time and whatever, and you chit chat or something beforehand, and then all of a sudden like their expression changes, like okay. Are they just playing into the idea, or is something like actually kind of happening? So yeah, it just all depends on personal preference. So I don't think they're bad. I don't either. I don't at all. They're just a different form of communication. Except in this instance, you can get answers spelled out. Whereas dowsing rods or K2 meters more like yes or no questions in a sense. Spirit box, you obviously give voices and whatnot. So. It's all preference. I don't think they're bad. I don't think they're scary. I think they're just an object. They're just something that you can use to connect with. just in a better way of like getting more answers, unless they're being assholes and then they're just like running all over the place. Hold on, let me catch up here. But I do also, what was the scariest thing that happened? The scariest thing for me, I don't even know if I'd call it scary. I could call it painful, maybe. Getting scratched. I've got a bunch of those pictures online. If you have seen them or haven't seen them, feel free to take a look or take another look. But yeah, I mean, I've been scratched a few times, and a couple times they're really bad, where they were drawing blood and stuff like that, and I didn't do them. I don't know if I'd ever say scared, though. I don't really scare easily. If I hear a noise, I might look in the direction, and then, I'll just get up and go and try and find what it is. I'm just not like there frozen, I might be like, okay, look the direction, get up and go. But I don't get scared easily. Like, honestly, like, I don't. Maybe back in the day I would have, but anymore I'm just like, oh, all right. I think it's cool. I mean, in some of the videos I have online, I wouldn't say I was scared, but seeing it in post, like the Blood Road one where you see all the shadow figure and stuff like that, like, then it scared me. That got me excited. But it was also kind of like, oh my God, that plays into to one of the urban legends in a sense. And it's like, I know we didn't see that stuff because I was driving very slow because it was very, very bumpy. Pothole, dirt road, like pothole city in there. So I didn't want my car to like this. So I thought that was really cool. If we'd seen them there, maybe it would have been a little creepy. I honestly couldn't tell you on that one. But scratches, painful. That I can go with painful. This arm, I believe, yeah, it was this arm, and then it was in my back. It was pretty bad, and I was really pissed off about it. Also, if you're one of the kids from the school where I sub, I'm gonna swear a lot. You're at your own risk. Let's see here. Got you. I think both of us will be on right. I know, autopilot. Horrible. Like, I didn't have a life last year. Like, I come home, sleep, get up, come home, sleep, get cranky, come home, sleep. That's what it is. Do I have a girlfriend yet? No, I don't have a girlfriend yet, Colin. Like, Jesus, get over it. Sometime in the future, maybe, when I decide to like venture forth on it. We're not getting into my personal problems. Shut up. My mom. When you know you're bored and you're trying to communicate with one person, can something else come in and kind of shove that spirit out of the way and cannot be friendly and spiritual? Yeah, I mean, case in point, when I went up to Grandma's grave, and that one time, and I had taken my Ouija board there. It was myself, Kim, and Anna. I think Anna was there. Anna, were you there? I don't remember. I know you were there one time, I thought. I don't know. I think so. Trying to talk to Grandma. I mean, I gotten like something on. I got her voice a couple of times on my EVP, but there was like no interaction. And then there started to be interaction. We're asking questions, and I was trying to probe to see if I was actually talking to her or not. Get those like only she would know questions out there, and come to find out, and in no way, shape, or form it was bad. And it was kind of funny, and I appreciate it. It was Tom. He was talking, so he didn't really jump in, but he took over the situation in a sense to be like, oh, he's drowning over here, like nobody's talking to him, let's do this. But yeah, I've had things too, like with anything where you're trying to talk to like one person. Like here in my house, I'll have my spirit box out, like I just want to talk to the guys in my house, and then you get like other ones jumping in, and you're like, no, I don't want to talk to you. Like, do you live here? No? All right, get out. And it's back and forth. Same thing with a Ouija board, though. I mean, I try to talk to things. Like, I'll have some base information, try and, get it to see if it's what I'm talking to. And then, of course, not. Or it is. And then the next thing you know, were just like all over the board, and we're like, is this the same person? No, it's not. So yeah, they can. I mean, just like a kid in the sandbox who wants to play with the sand bucket and shovel or whatever. I mean, yeah, they want it. They want to do it. They're gonna jump in and try and take it from you. You know, no matter what. And then that's when you can be a dick in return and be like, we're done. You need to go to goodbye, or we will, and that'll be the end of that. And you are not welcome to talk to us anymore. So yeah, I mean, I've witnessed it before, multiple different things, but definitely in a Ouija board. It's interesting. 10 hours, look. I don't do that, but I will be soon. Give you free merch? No, buy your merch. I have to buy my own merch. Everybody's got it too. I don't have free. I have a sticker you can have. That's like it. That's all the free you get. If you want anything else, you gotta go to the website. Stop trying to get things for free. Life is not gonna give you free things. Unless you're really special, but life doesn't come free. You have to pay for stuff. You have to pay for things that you want that I make. But I can give you a sticker. You have to remind me. And I'll try and bring them. Yeah, okay, yeah, Anna was there. Yep, it was rainy. Oh, it was, me and Kim went one time. That's right, it was me and Kim one time. And then some stuff happened on her end, and we had to like leave after, I think it was like 15 minutes. So yeah, then we planned and we did another one, because I don't think you were, because it was just like a spur of the moment thing. And then I was like, nope, I want to try it again, and I made it a whole thing. But yeah, it was raining that night. It was cold. It kind of sucked, but I mean, it did its job. I think I had my umbrella. I don't know. No problem, Dylan. You know, I had to push the golf cart 4 miles up a hill because it's not funny, but it is. You got some exercise in though. Yay. You know, if I'd known, I could have maybe sent like some force of help to you, and maybe it would have, you could have been like in it and being pushed up the hill instead of doing the pushing. I don't know. Could have happened though, right? But yeah, free merch, stickers. That's all I can promise you. All I can promise you. Unless you want to come up with some type of ghost image of your own. Not something you steal off the internet, because I can look and verify that. But if you're a drawer and you're like, I could probably come up with something, you know, and I can do something with it, I could probably get you a t-shirt with it on there or something like that. You know, have you have like your name on there or something. Like, I mean, that's the only other option. I did that. I offered that to a couple kids in the middle school last year, and I only got something from one of them, and so I just made a bunch of stickers. Printed them out and sent them their way. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, if you can draw, you know, do it. And you know, I don't know if you draw it on the, you know, if you're a computer like Photoshop type person, you know, Illustrator, that's cool. If not, you know, just make a really good hand copy one so I can, you know, scan it in, get a good image quality out of it, and you know, I'll see what I can do. Yeah, Anna's right. Everybody's got to pay for merch. All right, good. And then I can probably... Dude, hoodies are more expensive than t-shirts, man. No, you'll get a t-shirt. You want a hoodie, you can pay the extra. I'm not made of money, people. At all. Contrary to what you think. I know I'm awesome. I'm the high five king. But I'm not made of money. You get a t-shirt, unless you want to come up with the other bit for the hoodie. All right, that's the only thing I can do. Only thing I can do for you. I thought you would. Why pay for something, right? Oh, you kids crack me up. You guys crack me up. All right. Anyways, yeah, let's try and go. I guess we're not really on topic at all, are we? I'm kind of rambling. I'm kind of goofing off with people like I normally do or try to do. So yeah, we can open the floor up to really anything, honestly. Um, but I mean, I've had some successes with a lot of this stuff. Like I said, the bear, the REM pod, and the this K2 meter right here. I haven't really had time to do it. And my family friends here in the house with me, they're mad at me, so they won't be my guinea pigs like they usually are. I love you guys still, just so you know. But I'm excited to do so. I am. I'm really excited to do so. Yeah. You know, and a lot of the stuff isn't cheap either. I mean, you might think, oh, you know, it's a bear, you know, it has like a couple lights in it, you know, battery power, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, it takes a lot to, you know, make sure the bear's still adorable and lovely and cute. But also get the lights in there to make sure they're going to function properly, all the wiring, you know, circuitry, if something requires circuitry and battery, you know. Show us your coolest ghost. No kidding. Are you talking about the money thing? Yeah, I know, right? Coolest ghost catcher thingy. I love your wording. Ghost catcher thingy. I'm guessing you mean just to communicate with, because I mean I don't capture. I'm not a Ghostbuster. You know, like we don't capture stuff. I mean, you can always take something home with you, whether you like it or not. Sometimes, I guess, but I wouldn't say that's capturing, catching, you know, stuff like that. Well, shoot me a message on Facebook, and then we'll go from there on how you can get it to me because we want uh, the best quality, you know, possible. So yeah, so do that when you have something, and we'll figure stuff out from there. All right. Anyways, non Ghostbuster tool that I like the most. Um, I honestly like my dowsing rods. I think are my favorite, only because I get to not only see but feel the energy in them. Um, and sometimes, you know, it's honestly because of that energy, it's easy to kind of maybe guess into which way it's going. I mean, you can only do yes or no, so really you have a 50-50 shot. But you know, sometimes like if you're kind of, I guess, connected in a sense, which is hard for me to really do with this kind of stuff. I mean, you can kind of maybe guess, like, you know, oh, are they gonna, you know, like, oh, I think they're gonna answer yes. And I don't physically say that because, you know, I'll be like, oh, you put it to yes, like I'll say it in my head, and they're like, oh crap, it is. Um, but I have to say these. Other than that, I mean, I would probably go with like my spirit box, you know, or something like that. Um, um, you know, when you can get some good communication out of it. There's also an app that you can get on your phone that you have to pay for, so I know you guys aren't going to want to try it. Um, you kids, anyways. Um, that we've actually, and Anna can contest to, you know, we've gotten some good responses out of that too, and we've compared them as well, and I mean, they're pretty spot on for like voices and stuff like that, which is really interesting. What would be the best SIE? There's a seems like there's a whole lot of spelling issues in there. Would be the best SIE. What's SIE? No, no. When you tell me what SIE is, I'll answer because I don't. I'm confused. Um, Otherwise, I mean, depending, like you kind of gotta know your like your area and stuff too. Oh, size. Oh, are you talking for the shirt or for the image? Hit me up. We'll talk. We'll talk that way. Not right here because it'll be a lot of more back and forth of that, and I don't want people to get bored. So just hit me up with a message on that on like Facebook or whatever. Okay. Um, but the uh, you made me lose my train of thought. Um, but it depends on the situation. I really like dowsing rods. I use like Ouija board on occasion. I don't use it all the time. I try not to use that if you know I try and focus on other things first. Then I go to that as like kind of like a backup thing if nothing else is kind of working. Like, hey, let's try this. I like the candle thing. You know, you find the sweet spot, yes or no. It's fun stuff. Um, I think I get most interaction with the dowsing rods and the spirit box myself. I think those are probably my favorites. Doing a digital recorder and getting some EVPs, those are always awesome, and I always do those when I'm messing with the dowsing rods on an investigation here at my house. Probably not. And with the spirit box, sometimes I try and keep it close just because you can't always hear things right away. And then when I go and take it into like Adobe and stuff like that, like you can slow it down so you can, really hear what's going on. Like if you actually get a good response, because sometimes they just happen like this, excuse me, and you don't always catch it because you're having like a million figure of speech, different, spirits, ghosts, whatever, talking to you at once. So they're just trying to like talk over top of each other. I should bring one of my ghost thingies to school. I love how you keep saying thingies, ghost thingies. Like you could say equipment or like devices, thingies. I could maybe, but then everybody would want to be like, oh, let me see that and touch it and grope it and fondle it, and then you'd break it, and then I would get really mad at you. You don't want angry me. You've seen angry me. I'd be angrier me. Are you talking about the app that we use, Anna? Is that what you're talking about? I'm assuming yes, but yeah, we've gotten some good stuff with it. We've compared it, and it's really good stuff. It took a little bit to know like a word bankish type of thing, but yeah. I think I hear more things clearly on the app sometimes than I do this. Not Marshall or anyone else. I love how you singled out Marshall like right away. He's the first one. All right, if I think about it, and I'm gonna be in one of your classes, I will try and remember to bring something, okay? And I'll only show that device to you. Let me clarify that. I'll only show whatever ghost thingy I bring to you, okay? Or bring in to show you. But I swear to God, if everybody's like, I want to see that, I want to see the ghost thingy that you brought, I'm done. We will no longer be on good terms, Colin. Ever. I know Marshall breaks everything. He steals everything too. That guy, I'm telling you what. If he wasn't underage and so tall, we would fight. Though I still probably could take him, but being the tall thing, man, woo, he is a tall mofo. But he cracks me up nonetheless. All right, anyways, off topic. With the school stuff, anyways. But yeah, there's a lot of different things. You just gotta know the situation and what it calls for, or what you think it calls for. And I have a few other things that I didn't bring up here because it wasn't really part of the discussion of what the video was gonna be, or the live was gonna be about. But I have like motion LED boards, which are awesome. And no, I'm not bringing those because that was super expensive. And no, ever, never, ever, ever. Those are in one of my videos, so you can go and see them there. Shut up. I'm trying to think, what else do I have? I've got my camera, shoots night vision. I have like a laser grid thing. I've got a few other things too, but like this up here is what was really in the discussion. But I'll probably just bring one of these things. Those other things are kind of like big, bulky, or expensive. Good when you don't have your other supplies with you too. Yeah, that's very true. Like if you don't have, if you know where you're going or you know the place, like go lighter. Don't have like everything you have with you, because you might know what they'll interact with more. Like here at my house, I can do the dowsing rods really easily. I can do the spirit box stuff, but because it's boring and lame. They won't do like the K2 meter stuff anymore. Um, you know, I mean, I want to try the new devices, but they're kind of just upset at me right now. So I understand. I've been an asshole. I'm sorry. I apologize. I love you guys still. But I agree with you. Yeah, we don't always have everything. Or I mean, we might have everything, but we only bring out a few things, and leave the rest in the car or something like that, and you go from there. Um, but it's always interesting. You always want to have like something rolling to, whether you have a camera and you're just using it for audio purposes or a digital recorder, so that you can get stuff that you're not gonna physically hear unless you have really good hearing. Or maybe you hear it and nobody else does, but it might be back up on evidence, because there's been situations where oh my god, like I heard person like screaming, but everybody else is like, I didn't hear that. And you go back on, say, like your digital recorder, and you're looking for that one spot, and sure enough it's there. And or maybe it's somebody else, like two people heard it and you're like, I didn't hear anything, and you're like, well, we'll go back and listen to it, and like there's nothing there. Doesn't say there wasn't anything there, but it was just not, it was like meant for them specifically, which I've had that happen quite a few times too. um, but there's always something being said, even when you're using some other device. Like, say you're communicating with one person, other ones can still talk and answer questions too if they want to. I've run into that quite a few times as well. It's very interesting. I mean, that's how I've gotten quite a few answers of different things, especially with the whole going and using the Ouija board thing at where my grandma was buried. Like I didn't, like there was nothing coming through, Ouija board and stuff like that, except for Tom. Tom was doing it. Hey buddy, what's up? It's all right, no worries. I would give you your graphic, but my stupid wireless keyboard is not working. Anyways, we had Tom, and it was funny because after he really told us who he was, like we had a good conversation. But my grandma came through on the digital recorder, so I heard her say, like my name, and she, just certain things that she would always say to me that I knew it was her. So, I mean, always have backups too, mostly just for audio purposes, like recording. You never know what you're gonna get outside of the type of communication you're gonna have. I mean, even on a Ouija board, I'll set up a digital recorder too, because maybe who you're talking to is not necessarily the person, and before you realize it's not who you want to talk to, maybe, I mean, you're not going to know until you play it back, but maybe they were trying to say, hey, that's not me, like this is some douche who decided to take control before I could like get up in that space to talk to you. But I mean, everything's good. I mean, personal preference, I was the Ouija board. I brought up, Chris, and I don't know if your mom's around you, so if so, turn down the volume and watch this bit here in a second. But I brought up how your mom is deathly scared of Ouija boards, and she doesn't like let them anywhere near her. And then I said, little does she know, little does she know, I have one in my car almost all the time, and I've been at your house. It cracks me up. It cracks me up even to this day. It's super funny. What am I gonna get from your dead dog, dude? I mean, maybe barks. I could try, honestly, but I mean, you could do it. Just download something to record and see if you get barks. I don't know. It's not like a dog can really talk. I mean, I'm not trying to like downplay it or anything, but I've never been asked that before. It's very strange for me. Or on investigation, we don't hear. Or on investigations, we don't hear things, and yet the camera picks up voice. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it can work the opposite direction. Like, we don't hear anything, but there it is. There's a voice, or there was like a big old like howl or scream or something, and none of us heard it. And he's like Blood Road, like all the shadow figures. Me Me and Kim, we were driving down the road really slow, didn't see anything like that. There in the footage, there they were, like, holy shit, you know. I'm not saying I can't talk to your dead dog. I'm just saying you could do it. Just download some like voice recorder thing on your phone and try it. Like I mean, I don't know your dog. Maybe you have a special way of talking to him, like, oh yeah, and then like he would bark, you know, some like a certain way to like certain things. I don't know, man. Like, I am trying to be mean, you know. But yeah, she's super paranoid about it, Chris. It's funny. It cracks me up that she'll never know. It's like being devious on purpose, but not really. It's great. I love it. That was really fast, dude. Like, really fast. But alright. Yeah, we can talk about it later. Alright. I'm excited to see this. Just shoot me a message on Facebook. And we'll go from there. And then we have a happy heart. Have a happy heart right there. I love it. That's nice. I don't know. I was y'all. You kids today, let me tell you what. Call it Derby Ghost. Okay. I really hope it's appropriate. No, I haven't talked about the vendor event coming up yet. I guess I could start doing that stuff now because we're kind of running out of time, and it's mostly been me babbling on. But we've had some good interactions tonight. So to answer your question, as far as I don't honestly know. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't done a whole lot in the house to talk to him. Like, I have every intention, and then I don't. So he could have been. I mean, as far as I know, him and Tom are like BFFs. Maybe BFFs is like strong because I don't really know if they're like best friends forever at this point, but I know that they were BFFs. So I don't know. Maybe. I can always try and find out though. No vendor event yet. I did mention this thing, and I haven't talked to you about it yet, Chris, to see if you want to go with me. But I did mention this thing for October. I'll hit you up, and we can talk about that after this. But August. God, we're in July already. August. So next month, the last weekend of the month, we will be the paranormal team will be at event. It's called Wicked's Bazaar, and there's gonna be, oh my god, like 100+ eventers at this place, inside and outside, and they range from anything and everything. So, you like arts and crafty things that people make. You got me as a paranormal team. I think there was like 1 or 2 of them there last year, 2, I don't remember. But then, you have like t-shirt vendors and, anything and everything, honestly. The 26th, thank you. So that'll be there, and it goes from, I believe it's 10 to 6. You'd have to look it up to know for sure, and I will post something on the channel page as well. I think it's 10 to 6. It's in, where's it at? I don't know. I'll post the information there. It's really cool. Like, we had a good time last year. I mean, I talked to a lot of people, that came up to the table, but also, just walking around and talking to them as well. Like, it's a really cool event. And it's just the one day, rain or shine. Like I said, there's indoor, there's outdoor. A lot of people had tents if they were outside. I'll be inside because I need electricity. But yeah, you should, definitely think about that, when I put the information out there, consider it. If you can, get out there. Livonia. Yeah, Livonia. Thank you. See, that's why we friends, man. You know everything. Livonia. But yeah, and just come out, check us out, check the whole thing out, honestly. It's Wicked's Bazaar, Livonia, the 26th. Look them up on Facebook. You'll see a bunch of stuff that'll be there. Vendors, whatnot as well. It was a really big turnout last year, really big event. You can come, find a ride, dude. Like, drive. Get somebody to take you. Like, I'm not saying you can't come, but you can't ride with me. My car's already full of the stuff I gotta take. Like, no, there's no room. Chris can testify. No room. I do want to point out, I don't know if you're able to do it, though, Chris, because I'm not sure if you're on your phone or your computer or whatnot, but my buddy Chris here, he's been making, he's been using his 3D printer, and he made ghost cookie cutters that that he's gonna sell there at the event. They're actually really cool. He even tested it out, and do I have to pay? I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's very much, like $5 maybe. Maybe it was free. I don't. Dude, look up the event. I'm flying blind right now, unless my buddy Chris here will do it for you. But chances are I think there is an admission fee. I don't think it's very much, like $5. I don't think it's more than that. There might not even be one. I don't honestly remember. I don't pay I pay for a vendor table way more expensive than admission. Yeah, he doesn't think so either. So chances are it's a free event. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, get there. Parking is kind of sucky. So yeah, get there when you can. We had to park off site, and I think this is the one where we were shuttled back after we dropped everything off. Like, we went to go park, and then we were shuttled over, and then I think, and then shuttled back to get the vehicle, and then come to pack up at the end of the event. It was weird. It was big. They have like a bunch of different places. You don't have to be shuttled. You can walk, but some of them were a little far-ish, so it depends on if you really want to walk, depending on heat or rain, or whatever. You're cheating. We'll talk about this. I want to know. I think you told me, but I want to see how you're going to cheat. But yeah, anyway, Chris, I don't know if you can or not, but if you are able to, are you able to insert like a picture in like the live chat, like show off the cookie cutters at all? No, we're not. That's not anything to do with this stuff. We're not going there, buddy. All right? Like, if I could delete that, right? I think I can. I'm gonna, because no. This is completely off topic. Completely off topic, dude. Fun fact, though, I'm going to submit that to a film festival contest. But that's all I'm getting. But yeah, he's got cookie cutters he's made, and then I don't know if he's officially like making them or not, but he made a 3D printed like ghost like figure style thing too, which I'm not sure how big it was. Like, the picture made it look big. I didn't have like a comparison or anything. But honestly, you could maybe like almost like hang it up, like get a string, hang it up like Christmas ornament. I don't know how big it is, but either way, I made it. I know I made. All right, Colin. Ghost related. All right, let's go back to ghost thingies. All right, ghost thingies. You're way off topic. But yeah, they're really cool. So, I'll get some pictures of those. Oh, you know what? I might have them. I can show you on my phone. It's gonna be funky, right? But I can probably do it. I don't know if Chris is able to with the live chat thingy. Okay, the ghost won't be available, just the cookie cutters. All right, that's what I figured it was, just the cookie cutters, but I wasn't 100% sure. All right, so this is that's the cookie cutter image right there. That's what he made with his 3D printer. And then he said he tested them out, and it's a prelim test, so like and cookie dough and stuff like that. It's finicky. But here was the cutouts. You can see it very good. I see it okay from like my monitor view over here, but that's the cookie. It worked pretty cool. I'm really excited about this. Like, it looks freaking awesome. So we'll have those to sell too. Do I have a dog? No, I have a turtle. And I would have had him on here, but I don't have any way for him to like really be here without him trying to wander around, and I'm not chasing after him for 2 hours. But yeah, so the cookie cutters are really cool. I don't know what he's selling those for, like what he wants to sell them for, and you don't have to say anything right now. You can tell me later, and I'll make the display sticker thingy. But yeah, so we've got that event going on next month. So come out, have fun. I can't show you the turtle. He is upstairs. I am downstairs. No, dude, upstairs, downstairs. I can't. I can show you a picture of him. You're killing me, dude. Here, this is the most recent picture of his awesome and cuteness, all right? There you go. I know you said please. There's a picture. I know you're a little delayed. Like you're like 30 seconds or so delayed from when you ask something and I answer it. So I get it. But yeah, cookie cutters, lots of things there. So definitely check it out. And I mean, we're kind of winding down the live here. It was good interaction. So, I mean, I'm really pleased. Thank you for participating. For those who are watching or still watching. Thank you, Colin. He is really cool. He does a lot of training so he can be a Ninja Turtle, just so you're aware. He's very active. He's fast. You were like, turtles aren't fast. No, he's fast. He's fast, especially when he wants to go somewhere and he knows that I'm going to pick him up so he doesn't go where I don't want him to go. It's great. Anyway, stop getting me off topic. So yeah, no, I appreciate any and all of you guys who are viewing and participating or just asking me random questions about my turtle and other things, but I still appreciate it. You guys crack me up. A lot of those are from kids that I substitute teach during the school year. They crack me up. They're funny. What can I say? They're good guys. His name is Bert. B-U-R-T. But yeah, so anyways, I'm sure a lot of you have. If you're on here, I know quite a few have. And then we did get one, I did get one new subscription from, I'm going to butcher it. I'm sorry. I don't know if you're still watching. If you are, I apologize. But is it Rashid? Rashid. She, I'm not trying to, I'm guessing it's a male name. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do that. But this person anyways, subscribed to the channel like 5 minutes ago. It's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, if you're watching, you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate that. Oh my God. Hold on, let me get through my spiel here that I was gonna do. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button that you see on the bottom to the side. I don't remember which. I haven't done pointing things in a while. But do that. It would be awesome. Stay tuned. I have new videos coming out soon. I got 2 almost done. I'm gonna get them out as soon as I can, before I go into just like autopilot mode. It's gonna happen sooner or later. Have I ever had a special interaction with a lady? What are you talking about? Are you talking ghost related, personal? I don't understand your question. Real people, yeah. Female people, Yes, I've had interactions with ladies, and I've had interactions with lady spirits too. I don't know what where you're going within this question. You got to be more descriptive in what you're looking for. See, this is how I know the school system's failing. You're not asking the right questions with words that are needed to get answers. But yeah, and I mean, we're on Facebook, Twitter. No, well, Twitter, yes, but I never do anything with that because I don't understand it and I actually forget about it all the time. So Facebook, TikTok, oh God, Instagram. I don't know if there's anything on Instagram lately either. I don't manage all of them but Facebook, and even then I lag a little bit, as you probably can tell. Sexual Colin, I swear to God. I hate you, Colin. I do. I hate you a lot right now. This is like too personal, man. Like, I'm an adult, you're a kid. I'm like a substitute teacher, you're the student. Like, it's too much. We gotta have boundaries, man. We gotta have boundaries. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I don't know if there's more. Maybe we're on those. We're on those ones though. I don't know how often they all get updated though. I don't do TikTok or Instagram. I don't understand it, so I don't do them. And also, I think TikTok is stupid myself. That's just personal opinion. Facebook, I'm trying to get back on more, but since I removed the app from my phone, which has been amazing, because I hate being one of those people who are on it, like just when you're anywhere. I took it off. It's been great, except I now don't post nearly as much stuff for the channel as I should. So there's a downside to it, and I don't know. I can't confirm nor deny anything, my man. All right, like boundaries. But yeah, so stay tuned for a lot of that stuff. The vendor events, the event I talked about at the beginning of the video in October. Like I said, I don't have too much information about it right now, but we will be there. We'll be heading the ghost investigation, and we'll have some stuff there to purchase as well. But once I get more information on that, I'll post it on our Facebook page. As it's in the process of having everything, coming up and getting like word of mouth ready to, for them to start advertising and stuff like that. So when I know more, you'll know more. I just know that that we'll be leading the investigation portion of it though. I'm not sure how long they're talking, maybe an hour, but it could be a little bit longer. So more information, you'll know it. You can decide if you want to come or not. I think there is an age limit she was talking to me about. I'm not 100% sure on what that is. So once again, when more information comes my way, I will post the link so you guys can check it out on your own time. But anyways, yeah. I'm kind of getting off book here because Colin keeps asking me questions that are reaching that boundary line right there. But yeah, so is there any last comments, questions, concerns about paranormal stuff, whether it's about any of the devices that I was kind of talking about that I have on display here, or for other, any of the videos you might watch, I can answer some questions there. We got 19 minutes left of the live going on. See you later, buddy. I look forward to seeing what your design is. Thanks for watching anyways. Appreciate it. But yeah, we have 19 minutes. So if you have any paranormal related questions, feel free to ask them. If they're not paranormal related questions, do not ask them. You know who I'm talking to. But yeah, otherwise, we can call it. Is your turtle a male or female? I'll answer this one because it's my turtle and he's awesome. It's a he, male. It's a boy turtle. Hence the name Bert. Beurt. It's a guy's name. I will answer that one though, because my turtle, Bert, is awesome. He's like the coolest turtle ever. I'm just saying. What am I doing? I don't know. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Not singling. Stop. I have to. You're getting to that boundary, man. Oh, if I didn't have to like single you out, I wouldn't. But you're the one making me do it. Killing me. There's that boundary line, and you're like trying to like push past it, and I have to push you back. Yeah, I don't know. I'm open to the floor, anything paranormal related. Oh, my phone's vibrating. What do we got going on over here? Investigation at our haunt. What? No, if you're right, I'll message you after we're all done here. I got it though. I know what you're talking. I know what you're saying now. Oh my god, you kids, man. Everybody's messaging me now. Anna, yours doesn't count, but you know, kids I substitute teach for it. No, there are boundaries, man. Always boundaries. He's all right. Don't. He's good. He's good. I got this under control. He actually knows no boundaries though, so it's all good. I'm just giving him crap as well as actually telling him there's boundaries. Anyways, yeah, I don't know, but I'll message you here in a minute, Anna, about what you're asking. Colin, stop! Don't be a dick. Oh my God, just stop. I know you don't like to listen to me when we're in the school, but listen to me now. No arguing, no evil, angry, dickish talking. All right. Well, anyways, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have anything else. I guess I rambled on a lot. It's all right, Colin. I'll forgive you. Bye. See you later. Boundaries. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna try and have. I usually have one each month, but this year has been a little flaky. So, stay tuned. Look out for them notifications. Yeah, anyways, I don't know. I think I'm just going to wrap it up. I've got nothing else to say. There's a little heatedness going on. It's kind of got me like, oh my God, type of thing. But yeah, unless there's any last questions, I've already kind of shouted out like the social media stuff. As you can see on the snipe there at the bottom, we have like different things that have been going on throughout the thing, so you can donate to us if you want to, like Patreon, or we do like PayPal and stuff like that. You can donate to website for like merchandise and stuff like that you can buy, like t-shirts, hoodies, etc. Ooh, excuse me. And I do have stuff that's not on there that you can buy. Like I've got stickers that I posted pictures of before. If you ever if you ever come across them and you're like, I want that, I've got most of those stickers still. I got a few magnets left. I got buttons, like little buttons. Yeah, just little things here and there. But anything like t-shirts, stuff like that, it's just better and easier if you buy them online. That way, as soon as you buy them, it goes into production, and then you'll get it that much sooner. I don't know if Emily has come to visit me recently. Like I said, I've just not been like there and like actually done stuff. I think she was here once a while ago. It's been a little bit. What was it? It was something with a light. Oh, I don't know if it was her or not. It could have been because that's usually how she likes to get my attention. Um, is the laundry room light like turned on by itself? Um, Now I will, state this: it is a motion activated light. So once I round the corner, it'll turn on because I was tired of, trying to with the laundry basket like elbow the switch and stuff like that. But it's never turned on its own at all. Like it turns on obviously when I walk through it, turns off when after a few minutes of no activity. And oops, shit. Sorry, that might have been loud. My apologies. Oh, sorry, Bear. Um, so it did like turn on by it had been off the whole time. Like I hadn't actually been in there for quite a while, and the light turned on. So it was interesting. I can't 100% say it was her or if it was paranormal, but if it was her or was paranormal, that's the only thing that's really happened. I mean, besides hearing a few noises here and there, like I heard one today. Just like a couple taps down here. I'm not really sure if it was supposed to direct me somewhere, in the house, or if it's just like, hey, we're here. Like, either way, it was cool. But yeah, I haven't had a lot of interaction lately with them because I don't know, I just not been in the right headspace, I guess you could say, between finishing up projects here around the house and, you know, other stuff. It's just been kind of like, but I'm trying to get back into that headspace. I really am. And my headspace hasn't been like anywhere for hardly anything. I'm just kind of all over the map. Anyways, that's here nor there. But yeah, that's just a few things that have happened. It hasn't really been like what it is. Usually when I've done remodeling and stuff, it's kind of been amped up a little bit, but it hasn't really this time. I think it's because I kept saying I was going to do it. So, yeah. But I'm sure she will come around. I mean, I have this sweet little teddy bear for her. I don't have it turned on all the time like I probably should. And I haven't had my candles on in a while for her to like turn on when, to let me know she's here. Because sometimes I'm just like oblivious. It might turn on and I'm just like, oh, when did that turn on? Kind of thing. So, anyways, rambling again. But hopefully soon we'll get back in the swing of things here and she'll come because I was reading to her a little bit. And then, I had a movie going on, I think, like once or twice too. Like I popped in a movie while she was here and we watched. I think she watched it with me. It felt like she was watching it with me because there was this cold spot to my side and kind of like on my hand. So, it was adorable. It was like a niece, watching a movie with you and they're like, oh, I love you. Anyways. But yeah, no, other than that, no, I'm excited to get back into some of this stuff though. Definitely use my devices, make amends, and maybe they'll help me work them, figure them out, and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, so I'm gonna wrap it up here a little bit. I appreciate you guys for watching, for tuning in. Tuning in, duh, you're watching it. For participating in the chat, I should say, is what I was looking for. I appreciate all that back and forth, even though some of it was not paranormal related. I swear, dude. You're lucky that you're a pretty good kid. But yeah, other than that, everything you need to know is down in the snipe part of the video, with website to buy stuff, social media information, donation, stuff like that. And any relevant information that happens to be, needed for when the live is happening. But I haven't had too much stuff. I will, if I thought about it, I could have actually had the event information posted, but I'll have that ready for next time. So anyways, again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Same thing again. I don't know. Participating in the chat, asking questions, like 95% paranormal related. If you haven't watched before, thank you for watching now. Like I said, we had 1 subscriber here within the last 30 minutes. I appreciate that. Yeah, and be on the lookout for more videos that are coming. I have 2 almost done. I just got to finish them up. And then they'll be up and ready for your viewing pleasure. Anyways, yeah, so I don't know if my buttons are going to work. So hopefully this isn't an awkward transition out, but I will see you guys. You'll see me later. Have a good night and have a good week. It's awkward. All right. I gotta get up. I'll see you guys.